Good morning. I am Professor Carl Dayson, Dean of Research at the University. I would like to warmly welcome you all to this University of Salford graduation ceremony. For those of you who are able, please be upstanding for the entrance of the academic procession.
I declare this congregation open to award an honorary degree and to confer the awards of the University of Salford.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Helen Marshall, to make the opening address.
Please be seated. Well, good morning everyone, and a very warm welcome today to this fantastic building in the heart of Salford Quays, in the heart of Media City, and in the heart of our great city of Salford. We're really pleased to see you all here. It's actually an extra special time of the year for us, and it's an extra special year. It's extra special in terms of the time of the year because we're celebrating so many fantastic achievements, and it's an extra special year because it's our 50th birthday. And we're celebrating, I think you saw earlier a very short film, we're celebrating 50 years as a great university, and we're really pleased that you can join us for both these occasions. It's a particular pleasure to welcome you, the graduates of the School of Computing Science and Engineering, who will receive your awards today. And I would also like to warmly welcome your family and friends. It's a real privilege for all of us and my colleagues here to share with you this great day. And it's one I think you'll remember for a very long time. And to all the mums and dads, and particularly to your banks, to the banks of mums and dads, a great thank you from us at the university on behalf of the graduates for supporting them through their many years of study to the point that they reach today. Because as a mum of 2 recent graduates, I know exactly what it's like when you get that phone call on the 20-something of the month when the money's about to run out and you have to do something to help them through to the end of the month. So a big thank you to you for all your support of the graduates. Your time at university is one that you will remember for the rest of your life. It's a big factor in shaping you for who you are. It not only develops skill, knowledge and abilities, but it develops you as people. It's a period that you will never forget or, I believe, regret. Not only do you create that knowledge base, that skills base, that opportunity for you in your career, but you make great friends. You make associations that I know from my own experience stay with you forever. I'm still great friends with people that I was at university with, and we still see each other very regularly, and we still have a great time, and we still celebrate some great memories. I can remember sitting where you're sitting now, waiting patiently for the Vice-Chancellor, who was finishing a rather long speech. I hope mine will be a bit shorter for you, so that I could get on the stage and get my degree. And I was very excited. I was a little bit nervous. I remember looking down at my shoes and thinking, wasn't the best choice you've made, Helen, looking at the size of the heels and the size of the steps. And I was quite nervous about going up on the stage and not tripping over or doing anything really silly. But it was a day that I can still, when I'm here talking to you, remember my own experience. So your university days aren't just about what you learned. It's also about the fun you had, the friends you made, and the experiences that you gained. And when I think back to my day, when I was sat where you were, did I sit there and think that one day I would have the privilege of being the head of such a great university? No, I didn't. And I look back on my life and my career and I think, well, how did I get here? How did I arrive here? And one of the things that I think I would say to you is, I grabbed all the opportunities that came my way. I took them and I made the very most I could of them. People who worked with me said, you're always pushing the envelope, you're always pushing the edge, you're always pushing out of the space. And I think that is a space that you need to think very carefully about. Because one of the things I've observed over my career and concluded is there's 3 kinds of people in the world. People who make things happen, people who watch things happen, and people who wonder what just happened. And you've got to decide which kind of person are you. And if you're a person that's going out there to make things happen, then you really will make a difference in the world. And one of the things that we are very proud of in our graduates is the fact that they go out and make a difference to the world. They make an impact on the real world out there. You'll be faced with decisions and challenges as you go forward, exciting and difficult. And I hope your time at Salford has equipped you with the skills, knowledge, and just the confidence to go out there and succeed in whatever your chosen path is and wherever life leads you. As individual students, you've had great successes over the past few years, and you're here today, the culminating moment of all that you've worked hard to achieve. But you're also at a university that's going places. So this year we jumped up 19 places in the Times Higher Education 2017 Student Experience Survey, reflecting our commitment to being a university that is a world-class place to study and giving our students the very best experience that we can. And I'm proud and humbled by the positive results that colleagues around me have worked so hard to achieve. But our impact isn't just local or in the UK. Our international outlook and our international work is a key part of our future strategy. And we've made great strides in the recent past. In the second year that we have entered into the International Universities league table, we have been named as one of the top 200 international universities in the world. So this means that you are part of a global community, not just a UK community. And we have different alumni associations around the world. I was recently in the Far East meeting alumni of the university stretching back to the 1970s who still have very fond memories and still working closely with the university to provide opportunities and experiences for our students and our graduates. And you may have noticed, and some of you will, I think, have been cursing the university a little bit because you've probably studied in what has felt a little bit like a building site at times, because we've just invested significant amounts of money in new teaching buildings and new student accommodation blocks to reinvigorate our campus and make it fit, truly fit for the 21st century. But today is about you, the students of the School of Computing, Science and Engineering, who are graduating today. This year we're really proud that we've achieved the Athena Swan Award, recognising this school in particular's commitment to career progression and retention of female staff and encouraging females into engineering and technology careers. And the award demonstrates the steps that we're taking as a university and the school is taking as a school to encourage more females into this area of professional practice. The school always has had and continues to build exciting links with industry. It also continues its research profile. This year saw another start of a major research project by our world-leading acoustics researchers, attracting £500,000 of funding from the Engineering and Physical Research Council, which will develop something called Design by Science systems that allow manufacturers to create products that are quieter and perform better, while saving on cost during prototyping phases. Imagine a silent vacuum cleaner. I think that's really good. My vacuum cleaner is silent most of the time, and I haven't even invented anything. These are just a few examples of the kind of work that the School of Computing, Science and Engineering undertakes. Graduation ceremonies are special. They represent the beginning of one part of your journey with us, but also the start of another part of your journey with us. They mark a transition point. From today, you're not a student, you're a graduate. And what we would like to do is to continue to build a relationship with you as an alumni of this university. We would like to continue to be in contact with you. When you become successful in your chosen careers, we would like to invite you back to the university to give some classes and masterclasses and talks and mentoring opportunities to students who are still going through the university process. Because this is what we're trying to grow and encourage, to connect our graduates back to the university, to give our students more and more opportunities to get into the real world. And of course, none of us would be here today without the efforts and support of our academic colleagues who have provided their knowledge, expertise and guidance to all of you to achieve your full potential. I actually think this might deserve a round of applause. So I invite you graduates to give colleagues here a round of applause for all they have done for you. Finally, I would like once more to congratulate you all, wish you well for the future. Don't forget, seize the opportunities life gives you, cherish the memories of your time at Salford, use the skills and knowledge you've gained here to be the best you can be. Be proud of what you've achieved, bold in your aspirations. The future is now yours to make and take. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, It now gives me great pleasure to invite our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Helen Marshall, to present an honorary degree on behalf of the University.
I now invite Behrouz Baziga to be presented for the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa.
Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, Salford graduates, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you today Behrouz Baziga. Behrouz was born in Tehran and won a scholarship for further and higher education in the United Kingdom. After finishing his A-levels in mathematics and physics, he entered Salford University in 1973 as an undergraduate, reading for the BSc degree with honors in aeronautical engineering science. After graduation, he elected to return to Salford as a part-time postgraduate whilst being a full-time employee in industry. He was awarded the MSc in Air Transport Economics in 1979. Thanks to the breadth and width of knowledge he gained, he became the lead aerodynamicist for the Jetstream 32 aircraft program. By the time the improved J-41 aircraft had taken shape, he had become the head of flight engineering and was one of only 2 non-air traffic professionals invited into the control tower to directly communicate with the test pilots during the nerve-wracking maiden flight, which took place in 1991. He was then seconded to Indonesia in 1996 to spearhead the development of a civil turboprop aircraft. He took with him 15 British engineers, and he had to head an 8,000-strong workforce, which posed an enormous challenge thanks to a very different culture. He was not impressed with the poor quality of manufacture and immediately imposed major rework, causing severe delays. This nearly led to a diplomatic incident, as the press and the country's president had already been scheduled to witness the historic inaugural flight. He returned to the United Kingdom in 1998 and became a member of the double-deck aircraft project at Airbus, which was officially launched as the A380. And Behrouz soon found himself leading a team of 400 aerodynamicists from 5 countries: United Kingdom, Germany, France, Spain, and India. This proved to be by far the most challenging, both technically and politically. Well over a dozen of our students have been heavily involved over the years in the A380 project during the ERR placement at Airbus as part of their degree. And many brought back to Salford engineering problems which formed their final year individual project. The majority went on to win prizes at regional and national competitions. The maiden flight of the A380 in 2005 marked another major defining moment in Behrouz's career. This aircraft has clocked up a commendable safety record, carrying passengers for more than 9 years, with over 200 in service at present and at least 100 on the production backlog, generating tens of thousands of jobs. Today, on average, an A380 either takes off or lands somewhere in the world every 2 minutes and visits Manchester Airport 3 times every day. Behrouz was also put in charge of a new project in the form of the A400M, Airbus's first ever purpose-built airlifter for the military. He was soon promoted to the position of Vice President Aerodynamics over a period of 6 years, which was yet another highlight of his career. It was quite a task to harmonize the many aerodynamic communities consisting of 500 scientists from 4 different sites in Europe. Since 2006, he has led the flight physics integration, capability, and development aspects to ensure a more robust solution for the customers with the aim of improving operational efficacy and future sustainability. Behrouz is a chartered engineer and a member of the Royal Aeronautical Society. He has presented papers at international conferences and delivered lectures to many institutions, including, of course, Salford University. After clocking up such a breathtakingly successful career, he took a well-deserved retirement 2 months ago, but what he does not know is that I have plans for him to return to Salford to lecture to our students from next academic year. Vice-Chancellor, I present for the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa Behruz Baziga.
By virtue of the authority invested in me by this university, I award you the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well done. Congratulations. Well done.
Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. I'm deeply touched and humbled and hugely appreciative of this award. It was totally unexpected and took my breath away. I'm sure you appreciate that once you've got your head down in delivery to time and cost and quality, it's not always easy to stand back and look at what you're doing and what you've achieved. It's not easy. Nevertheless, this came out of the blue and it was unexpected. It was so unexpected that initially when I received the letter, I thought this was a bit late for Salford University to recognize me winning the 1975 table football championship. Nevertheless, Turai put me right, and I thank him and thank you for it. I joined the university in 1973 to do aerospace engineering science. Because of being severely colorblind, it was next best thing to be a pilot. So I started to do aeronautics. We were based in the Adelphi building at that time. And in 1975, when I was there, when Prince Philip opened the Newton building, I had mixed feeling about this because we were very much used to the Adelphi building, and I had just got the hang of the curvature of the snooker table in the common room. But we came across to the Newton building where we were allowed to attend lectures. In the labs, apart from the few bits of equipment, we mustn't touch anything because everything was new and not calibrated. And you could only go to the computer room if you were supervised. And I was devastated when I dropped all the punch cards of the computer for my project. I've not forgotten that. So the university, in my 5 years at the university, I learned 4 or 5 fundamentals that were pillars of my career and my life. First of all, I'm sorry, Turai, but I could not get my head around the deeper mathematics of computational fluid dynamics. But I knew how to work things out from an airplane point of view. I knew how I found it easy to understand how the airplane behaves in the air. Stability and control, performance, calculations came easy. But I could not cope with the deeper mathematics of computational fluid dynamics. So that's number 1. Number 2 was that I decided at the university that I was good at working things out from basic fundamentals, but I was rubbish at memorizing. I could not memorize huge volumes of things. So I knew what I was good at and what I was not. The third thing was that I learned at the university that I must not waffle. My thesis at the university had a chapter that I now, on reflection, I call waffle, because I had done the meat and the substance of the thesis, but I'd put a chapter in for some irrelevant material, and I was told to change my thesis, which at that time had to be bound and presented, etc., etc. And it was quite costly to do it again, but I was told that that was a bit of waffle and take it out, which I did. And the last thing that I found at university was that I was in love with a Lancashire girl who is with me here after 41 years of marriage. In summary, the university laid the foundations of who I was. I was very lucky in my career, because after the university I joined British Aerospace in Scotland. There were qualified and experienced engineers far too few, and I learned all my engineering initially from the aircraft itself and from the beautifully crafted notes, and I mean pencil notes, with red pencil amendments, etc., from Handley Page, who'd gone out of business 10 years before, but they had kept beautiful technical reporting. It was almost like an extension to my university degree. It was very clear, very appropriate, no use of heavy machinery and computers, and I learned a lot from them. And that was the background of my technical knowledge. My 17 years at British Aerospace was purely technically driven, loved it, and I was very proud that by the end of that, I was the designer of the Jetstream 41 aircraft, which is the last ever all-British civil airliner. I was very proud of that. Then, after a short phase in Indonesia, I came back to Airbus, and within a very short space of time, I became head of aerodynamic design of A380 aircraft. I'm sure you're familiar with the double-decker, double jumbo, whatever they call it. I know it as A380 because it's my baby. It was challenging, but this time it was not a matter of me technically driving it, but actually getting a coherent solution from four or five different nations with different cultures and with different language, etc., etc. And they were all fighting with each other, and it was a very political climate, and I had to get a solution out of it, and failure was not an option. We did it. The challenges of A380 were fantastic. It's a 550-ton aeroplane carrying 500 people, which can hold its own at a few hundred feet above your head at a speed not much faster than the fastest speed of your car, at 200 miles an hour, say. So even now, it takes my breath away that we managed to produce an aircraft of that type. But then Airbus is full of professors. All I had to do is conduct the orchestra. On top of that, during my time in this role, we delivered the A400M, the most advanced military transport aircraft. It was a significant challenge, and I'm very proud that Beru's Barzaga stamp is heavily on those two particular aircraft, as well as the Jetstream 41, the all-British aircraft. So you see, my career were in three basic phases. Lay the foundation at the university, learn the skeleton technical know-how at British Aerospace, and practiced leadership, multicultural, transnational leadership in Airbus. Three basic phases. It started in 1973 in Salford and ended in May 2017, 6 weeks ago. Of course, none of this would have been possible without a very close and supporting family. I've been very lucky that way. I have a very close family. Most of them are here. I have to say that I have to give my wife a special thanks. She's been married to me and airplanes for 41 years. And throughout that time, she's told me that behind every good aerodynamicist is a wife with a fantastic wardrobe. And we've gone as far as we could. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud that I'm now a grandfather as well, and Vice-Chancellor, looking at him and observing him for a while, although he's only 15 months, but I think the future aircraft is in good hands. I would like to congratulate at this point all the graduates who are graduating alongside me on this day. As I round off my career and you starting yours, I would say that the world is changing. My perception is that it's not just in my industry, it's everywhere else as well. There are two fundamental things happening as I perceive around me. One is the impact of the digital world. A particular problem that used to take me weeks or months to analyze from fundamentals, as I said before, now you can get answers in minutes through huge data lakes and capabilities that can examine data lakes and come up with answers in no time at all. I'm still very proud that I can do long divisions by hand, by the way. So that the digital world will have an impact on how we work, how we think, how we design, how we communicate with each other. But on top of the digital environment, we have Brexit, whether we like it or not, and I'm not going to go into that. Brexit, in my view, should be seen as an opportunity for us to stand tall, play together, reinforce our focus, and deliver something that the UK is proud of and should be proud of. I'm aware, Vice-Chancellor, that Salford University is doing a lot of good things and fantastic achievements. My only message is that, particularly in the environment of Brexit, and particularly through aerospace, is that the more coherent solution we have from the UK, the better. An idea from University A could be matured in University B, could be validated in University C, could be exploited, delivered in a coherent way. Sometimes during my industry years, I found that our environment sometimes tends to be fragmented, although many universities are taking steps in the direction of a more coherent solution, and I encourage that. And I know from the literature that I've read that your university is taking steps in that direction, and I applaud that. Finally, I want to conclude by saying that I'm deeply honored with this recognition, and I hope to continue to support the university as much as I can into a bright future. I've always maintained that, I think Thuray have heard this from me before, as an aircraft nerd, I had the best job in the world, and I was very proud of that. I stand very proud of my career. I stand very proud of the aircraft that we delivered. And I stand proud of the foundation that British education gave me to prepare for all that. And for that, I thank you very much. And thank you for propping me for that career. And I hope that I'm permitted to touch a few more things in the laboratories in the Newton building now. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now commence the presentation of the postgraduate awards. Each student will be presented individually for their award. I would like to invite Professor Sanal Vadera, Dean of the School of Computing, Science and Engineering, to present the awards.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the School of Computing, Science and Engineering, I present for the award of Doctor of Philosophy for the thesis Self-Limitation, Dynamic and Flexible Approaches for Particle Swarm Optimization, Mohammed Nadir bin Wahab. For a thesis on floating treatment wetlands for synthetic greywater remediation, Suhail Najim Abed. For a thesis on urban wastewater treatment with mature constructed wetlands, Rawa Hussein Kadim Al-Isawi. For a thesis on provision of broadband internet in Oman by joining LTEA with TV Whitespace, Hamed Mohammed Al-Manthari. For a thesis on recycling of domestic wastewater treated by vertical flow wetlands for irrigating crops, Suhad Abd Al-Amir Naim Al-Mukhtar. For a thesis on developing a user-centric distributed middleware for SLA monitoring in software as a service cloud computing with RESTful services, Shaima Walid Abdul Latif Al-Shamari. For a thesis on an automated system for the classification and segmentation of brain tumours in MRI images based on the modified grey level co-occurrence matrix, Ali Majid Hassan Al-Wahali. For a thesis on integration of nano-CT and SEM in characterization of Masala shale, Francis Chukuma Amadi. For a thesis on a new method for measuring and calibrating cinema audio systems for optimal sound quality, Linda Annette Jedeme. for a thesis on optical properties of reduced graphene oxide insights from AB initio and hybrid density functional theory, Mark James Lundy. For a thesis on in situ methodologies for the characterization and simulation of vibroacoustic assemblies, Joshua Meggitt. For a thesis on multi-objective reinforcement learning framework for unknown stochastic and uncertain environments, John Michael Pinder. For a thesis on soundscape composition and relationship between sound objects and soundscape dimensions of an urban area, Anugrah Subdono Sudasono. For a thesis on theoretical characterizations of spheroidal PBSC-PBS core shell colloidal quantum dot heterostructures, Thomas Matthew Walsh. For a thesis on a framework for an adaptable and personalized e-learning system based on free web resources, Ayman Aid. The Award of Master of Science in Acoustics with Audio Applications, Andrew Smith. For the Award of Master of Science in Aerospace Engineering, Dominique Hay. Lewis Hall. Peter Lambrev. Parth Patel. Daniel Pechev. Imran Talha. John Ryan Warnick. Armgan Suber. For the Award of Master of Science in Audio Production, Stuart Parker. For the Award of Master of Science in Data Telecommunication Networks, Olwale Opemi Ofalabe. Ikemoi Douglas Emmanuel. Navid Muhammad Nazir Muhammad Sheikh. Order of Master of Science in Databases and Web-Based Systems, Mudit Kalpesh Pandya. For the Order of Master of Science in Gas Engineering and Management, Oluwatosin Kester Edisanya. Mohammed Burkar Dapchi. Odoko Anthony Okwu. Hani E.K. Tweeney. The Order of Master of Science in Industrial and Commercial Combustion Engineering, Stephen O'Neill. Stephen Peacock. For the Order of Master of Science in Information Security, Krzysztof Jan Nagrabski. Nilda Petrite. For the Award of Master of Science in Petroleum and Gas Engineering, Mohammed Faisal Abbasi. Obnemi Chukubeka Abdu Basim. Gregory and Yawan and Wayne. Imara Ashia. Ibrahim Yusuf Bakoji. Emmanuel Emomemi Doya. Mayu Slate Lawson. Kazigwa Mushombe. Mohammed Yusuf Noor Ritsan. Chukwuka Odibi. Charles Ayuk Owam. Henry Salami. Kingsley Ubong Uma. For the Award of Master of Science in Robotics and Automation, Deepak Ajay Kumar. For the Award of Master of Science in Software Engineering, Melvin Chika Yojoku. For the Award of Master of Science in Structural Engineering, which is awarded posthumously to Adi Wale Akunola, I'm pleased to say the sister is here to accept the award. So for the award of Master of Science in Structural Engineering, Kieran Allen. Mohammed A. Fadel Essakar. Subir Gupta. Alan Patrick Christopher Morris. Don Shamara Senanayak. Basindu Amajit Witana. For the award of Master of Science in Transport Engineering Planning, Julian Aslan. For the award of Master of Science in Video, Audio and Social Technologies, Angel Calajon Oviano. Michael Richard Jones. For the award of postgraduate diploma in information security, Mushli Wilfred Feary. For the award of postgraduate diploma in transport engineering planning, Kane Glynn Griffiths. Thomas Patrick Lavin.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now present the undergraduate awards. Undergraduate students will be presented in groups of 3. In order for each of the students' names to be clearly heard by the audience, I would be grateful if applause could take place after the final name in each group of 3 is announced. I would like to invite Professor Jamie Angus, School of Computer Science and Engineering, to present the awards.
Vice-Chancellor, I'd like to present the awards for Master of Engineering in Aeronautical Engineering to Chi Ming Chan, Ramsha Maksud. And for the degree of Master of Engineering, Civil Engineering, Ryazul Hok Konstantinos Neokoulos, Umar Rashid. Amy Robson, Sean Smith, Usman Zubair. And for the degree of Master of Engineering in Mechanical Engineering, Gareth Hunt. For the degree of Master of Physics in Physics, Adam Lucas Jeffrey Dawson, Daniel Foster, Thomas Fox, Megan Halliwell, Jessica Ann Hyde, Daniel Massey. Daniel Nichols Alexander William Solis, Benjamin Thomas Wilson. And for the degree of Master of Physics, Physics with Studies in North America, Christian Newton, Liam Sheeran, Jamie Smith, Nicholas Wood, Neil Barnes, sorry, beg your pardon, Neil Banzuelo, Samuel Bartlett Cross, Christopher Bowden. Joshua Martin Davies, Arniel Dunque, Daniel Fairchild. Nicole Gallagher, Hassan Hafiz, Kasib Hussain. Mohammed Habibur Hussain, Karim Ibrahim, Asad Iqbal. Bettina Islam, Hamas Rehman Javed, Chun Yin Eves Lai. Marius Munaranu, Nathan Mark Mitchell, Mehsan Mohidin. Robert Simpson, Jen Thomas. And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Aircraft Engineering with Pilot Studies, Sudip Buddha Magar, Jacqueline Crystal Se-Wan Chu, Charlotte Lorraine Michael Crowley. Robert William Davis, Daniel Howard, Kai Hang Lee. Mark Brian Maccabi Moira, Joshua Patterson, Mathieu Volter. Wenbo Zhao, Ernesta Zilionaiti. And for the degree Bachelor of Engineering with Honours, Audio Acoustics, Acoustic Engineering, Theo Chung. Christopher Ewan Claydon, Kian Jones. Alice Lucy Roberts. And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with Honours, Audio Acoustics in Audio Engineering, Lucy Susan Barton, James Robert Hipperson, Alexander Richard Newman. Tom Norton Egan, Cameron Salisbury, Christopher Martin Shipley. And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with Honours, Broadcast Engineering, Harrison Castle, Ella Chappell, Alan Charman. Liam Connolly, Isabel Bryony Grant Moreland, Reese Hall. Amber Christina Holbrook, Reese Daniel Johnston, Shaw Lydon. Finton McNamara, Thomas Pocklington, Aaron White. Oliver Wilkinson, Reese Austin Williams. And for the degree, Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Civil and Architectural Engineering, Sultan Alazemi, Soro Dimitrov, Abby Francesca French. Omar Garada, Dean Hobson, Jack Morton. And for the degree of Bachelor Engineering with Honours in Civil Engineering, Abdul Rahman Alajmi, Fahad Al-Redi, Abdulaziz Al-Azemi, Abdullah Al-Azemi, Khaled Al-Azmi, Nasser Al-Banai, Moaz Adel Alban Ali, Fahad Al-Dahani, Hamad Al-Dahani. Ahmad Al-Hafiri, Khaled Al-Anesi, Mized Al-Anesi. Turkey Al-Aghnesi, Abdul Wahab Al-Gahaduri, Mubarak Al-Hajiri. Kushbo Ali, Rawan Al-Kandari, Fatima Al-Anqawi. Turki Al-Utayshan, Salman Al-Saraf, Zainab Al-Sagyeg. Muhammad Al-Shamari, Reham Al-Shahashti Tiri, Mizan Ali Al-Shehri. Ahmad Al-Shamiri, Abdul Rahman Neshin Aliyafe, Shahid Antar. Ali Ashkenani, Laith Assad, Martin Bailey. Abdullah Saeed Batarfi, Khadir Ben Nakhi, Joseph Brennan. Abdullah Muhammad Madhad Bukhara Al-Hemyeri, Xingyang Hu, David James Huggins. Hati Math, Umar Mia, Heman Muhammad Ali. Georgi Razvansky, Salman Shaban, Sharik Shahazali. Hamad Sahel, George Alistair Waller. And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Mechanical Engineering, Hamza Abbas, Goha Nabil Al-Bahadar, Reza Ameri. Musta Faraza Baheji, Oliver Birel, Rehand Ahmad Chadhuri. Alistair Cook, Fergus Crawley, Andrew Eastwood. Chloe Evans, Mark William Farron, Uzman Hassan. Stelios Iraklios, Anthi Kozaku, Christophoros Kenegiro. Joseph Brandon Matibenga, Gavin Anthony Murdoch Moore, Ibrahim Nasser Ntambeye. Emmanuel Obison, Panagiotis Palamidas, Douglas Parton. Christos Similidis Arif Yusuf. For Bachelor of Engineering with Honours, Petroleum and Mechanical Engineering, Diano Almeida, Nadim Amin Bashir, Rebin Aziz. Abdal Rauf Mohammed Atia Benaisha, Ernest Farai Dekar, Frank Klin-Bale. Castor Martin, Zainab Naim, Nikola Nikolov. Temitope Olafo Hunsi, Tululope Clinton Osasona. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Aviation Technology with Pilot Studies, Samuel Edwards, Robert James Kokole, Gemma Louise McGee. Abdul Ayman Sioki Naim. Jeremiah Oladipupo Oke. Uteyen Okome. Etinosa Osegi Dianis Thompsons. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Civil Engineering, Fahad Ibrahim Alakwatani, Liam Hale, Tao Han, James Ulajawan Sonami, and for the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computer Networks, Ubaidullah Ahmed, Hamad Hadi Almas, Zubair Amir. Umer Farouk, Abdul Malik Faisal, Sufyan Gajra. Sohail Gora, Mahid Khundaka Islam, Matthew George Joyce. Declan Lynch, Silas Padai Moyo Mafosa, Sokwapun. Faizan Sakib, Kais Suri. And for the Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computer Networks with Professional Experience, Chris Dix. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computer Science, Amir Mehdi Ahmadi, Sarah Adele Alatia, Hero Ali, Mohammed Asim, Sophie Leslie Brown, Lewis Campbell. Luca Di Giamarino, Callum Gaskell, Daniel Hazrati. Alex Holmes, Muhammad Irtiza Ahmed Muttaba Khan. Lyubomir Mladinov Likev, Jordan Lowe, Alex Marsden. Carl Martin, Ruby Nyalon, Alex Oakland. Katie Paxton Fear, James Pollitt, Samuel Rothwell. Alexander Mark James Saville, Rosen Todorov, Connor John Onsworth. Thomas Christopher Willington. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Mathematics, Azima Begum, Kayan Darby, Gada El Tahir. Bryn Fawcett, Andre Goodwin, Austin Gotu. Syed Rofiqul Hassan, Alan Lefebvre, Jonathan Henry McCall. Nabila Rafiq Patel, Daniel Simons, Michael Edward Wainwright. George Welsh, Daniel West. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Multimedia and Internet Technology, Anas Abdul Aziz, Tunde Adegoroye, Shirin Baku. David James Burbeck, Mohammed Issa, Eduardo Giglio. Abdurrafi Gorgon, Karim Valley. Sean Anthony Waldron. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Physics, Ihsan Ali, Christian Duffin, Christopher Murray. Jacob Owen, Oliver Patchett, Sabah Sheikh. Theo Adam Tiris, Peter Tracy. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Professional Sound and Video Technology, Alkiviadis Antonopoulos, Sean Baird, Charles Batson, Edward Beck, Madeleine Kate Bellis, Samuel David Billington. Charles Boyle, Charlotte Emily Brown, Adam Butterworth. Anthony Christie, Thomas Aidan Daly, James Fisher. Rachel Fisher, Liam Fennell, Isabel Catherine Garriock. David Samuel Heaton, Richard Hughes, Stefka Ivanova, Naeem Khan, Catherine Patricia Mary Mahoney, Andrew Ngugi, Christian Daniel Owens. Charles William Phelps, Mark Thomas Prince, Christian Roberts. Joshua Robinson, Kaisa Elina Binti Shahari. Samuel Shorter, Conrad Skipan Smolin, Joshua Soden, Emma Taberner, Ricky Ward, David Wells. Thomas Fraser Whittam, Luke Wilkinson, Mikias Waldemariam. Ben Wiley, Daniel Ashley Young. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Pure and Applied Physics, Jonah Bichet, Timothy Nash. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Software Engineering, Mohammed Atik Rehman, Konstantinos Ntais, Aldo Silva de Carvalho. Hamza Suleiman, Samuel Tiberius Hunter Welleck, Mohammed Yasser. For Bachelor of Science in Computer Networks, Timothy James Hughes. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Professional Sound and Video Technology, Dean Puckering. For the Certificate of Higher Education in Aircraft Engineering with Pilot Studies, Shuma Khan. the Certificate of Higher Education in Broadcast Engineering, Michael Emmett Reed. And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Civil Engineering, Aijun Yon. And for the award of Master of Engineering in Aeronautical Engineering, Harry Carter. The degree of Master of Engineering in Aircraft Engineering with Pilot Studies, Solani Moyo. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Aeronautical Engineering, Kamil Ali. Sarush Alexander Alipur Azadeh. Saif Al-Malahi. Harriet Badminton Mucci. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computer Science, Mithakosisi Darlington Moyo.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the presentations of the awards. Before I invite the Vice-Chancellor to close the ceremony, I would like to inform you that we'll be taking a group photograph of all the new graduates outside the theatre on the piazza. Therefore, can I please ask all guests to remain in the theatre until all the graduates have left their seats. Graduates, can you please follow the academic procession straight out of the theatre to the piazza for the photograph? Thank you. I would now like to invite the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Helen Marshall, to close the ceremony.
Well, wasn't that fantastic? So many great achievements looked at this morning, across the stage, receiving their awards, great accolades from everyone in the room, fantastic. So, sincere congratulations to all of you, each and every one. Please can I ask you to join us in a final round of applause for our graduates today. So, graduates, as your Vice-Chancellor, this is the last thing I'll be able to ask you to do. So, please, would you all stand, graduates? University of Salford graduates, put on your hats. I now declare this congregation closed.